How you guys doing? This is my first realistic scale crawler, and today I will find out whether I like crawlers or not. You guys might know that on this channel, I only run gas or nitro, and in fact, I've always pretty much made fun of crawlers. Well, I decided to give crawlers a chance. I've already unboxed it, but I want to show you guys here as I'm talking what it looked like. It was shipped in a very nice looking box, no damage of any kind, a very nice detailed instruction manual. The body was well wrapped in plastic, and honestly, the whole thing was beautiful. Let me tell you a little bit about what this thing is. This is the Cross RC AT4 EMO. It says so right there on top of the window. This brand, Cross RC, I've done my research on it, and I gotta tell you guys, it seems the consensus is amongst all crawler-based YouTube channels, including RC Review, a highly reputable channel, this is as good, or maybe a little bit better, than the king of crawlers known as the Traxxas TRX4. This is cheaper. You can pick this up right now at A-Main. It is in the low 400s range. Obviously, we have very good looking scale retro looks. The body is not licensed, but it looks like a cross between a Bronco and some kind of, maybe a Chevy. I'm not particularly sure. I think a Chevy front end. The LED lights in the front are beautiful. Once you guys see them turn on, you will understand what is so great about them. Now, the scale details, you have chrome bumpers. You also have real LEDs in the back. The mirrors are collapsible. Let's say you're doing some trail crawling, except right now we're on a hammock, right? Very soft rubber. Very nice captured body all the way around, and sliders. What about crawler specific features? Does this have them? I'm going to give you a little demonstration. The main crawler specific feature that you want, you have portal axles. So what happens is this gives us a little more ground clearance, drops the axle down to clear those giant rocks. Servos mounted straight on the chassis right there. We have metal frame rails. This comes with a 540 size motor, but you can put on pretty much whatever you want. Nice aluminum links, pan hard bar. The main important thing about this, as I'm going throughout the perimeter of the chassis, notice how nice the wheel wells, the fenders fit with the body. So everything is captured. There's almost nowhere for dirt to get into on this chassis. Very nice design. Another crawler specific chassis feature is lockable front and rear differentials. As you can tell, there are thin braidless stainless steel cables going to the diffs. So there is a servo. This is the servo right here. It operates the remote diff locking directly from the radio. When we go for a test drive, you guys will see the difference with the wheel locked and the wheel unlocked. But obviously, a good trail crawler, you want to have the portals. You want to have lockable front and rear diffs straight from the radio. But this beast has another sickening feature, and that is a real 2-speed transmission. Now, I don't want to call it an actual 2-speed, although I know the Traxxas brand does call it a 2-speed. I will call it the high and low gear range. In terms of weight, I will say this beast has a good amount of weight to it. And it feels to be fairly down low, but I'll tell you this, you want a lot of weight on these trucks because that will push the wheels down, it will cling to the rocks, and you won't fall off and embarrass yourself. We have 4 clips. This is one of the only design features that could be addressed. the use of body clips. Here we go. Body comes right out. There's a wire going directly to the LED lights. So if you notice, the lights are on an actual circuit board. These are fully replaceable. You could unplug them, whatever you want. The lights are very nice. I will plug them in and we will take a look in a second. If you want to remove the body, small plug JST just comes out and boom, the body can go wherever you want it to go. Here is the chassis. We have our typical crawler style chassis. Front mounted motor, chassis mounted servo, transfer case. There's a slipper clutch on the inside. The 2-speed is here, and here in the rear is our diff locking servo. So there are 2 cables, each going to the front or rear diff. For this video, we're running a small 3S LiPo. One of the main things I really like about it is the standard Dean's plug. Dean's, they're small, convenient connectors. They're easy to buy, they're easy to solder, and they're pretty much an industry standard. Everything else, the Traxxas connectors, I'm not a fan of them. I like the Dean's plugs. Electronic system, we have a 2.4 gigahertz radio. Here it is, pretty good solid radio. I'm going to turn it on and I'm going to show you guys how some of the main functions work. On-off switch and an on-off switch on the ESC. Here it goes. It's already powered. We got steering. I'm very satisfied with the steering. It seems like the turn radius is going to be great on this car. Okay, we have a couple buttons here on the radio. This is the high and low gear range. I'm gonna press it. There's a blue LED that indicates that we are now in first gear. With it depressed, we are in second gear. So remote operated high and low gear range. The other slider here, let's take a look at what it looks like in the back. We're going to observe the servo. Once you move the slider into a different position, you guys could see it's moving the cables in and out and locking the differentials. A very useful feature. There's also a frame mounted servo that controls the 2-speed or the high-low gear range, however you want to call it. So this is the shift linkage. I'm pointing to it with my finger. Watch what happens. There's a rod that moves in and out, and that is how your 2-speed or high and low gear range is engaged. Very similar to the way it's done on the Traxxas EMAXx. The battery tray is enormous. I'm running just a small 3S for this video, but I have test fitted a hard case 3S 6000 pack, and it fits here with absolutely no problem. So batteries, other than sometimes pissing you off, in this case the mounting will not piss you off. Made it up no problem, guys. That wasn't even a challenge. Very good brake control. So as I'm going down the hill, you don't even have to apply brakes, obviously, because it's a crawler. It just stops on its own. King of the hill, guys. Absolutely no problem crawling this giant rock. No problem at all. Diff's locked. It's beautiful. Look at that axle articulation. It's insane. It's insane. Steering servo, extremely powerful. Nice descent. That is what you call a proper descent, guys. First gear, lock diffs. We're going up the slide. No problem. Look at that crawl. Super slow, steady, no problem. What's going on here? Looks like we got a little change of terrain, huh? Well, we got this, guys. Check out this crazy hill I'm on. Look at that. Articulation. Am I gonna make it or am I gonna fall off? The wheel is almost off right here. And we are safe. Now that is a proper little crawl over here. Very good turning radius. So we do it on the way back. So this material is very slippery. Doesn't seem like I can climb it easily. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. Look at that angle. Crazy angle, guys. Ah, yeah, it's too slippery. Steering servo, absolutely no problem controlling it on this ascent. Open diffs, you guys see that? Wheel is spinning, and that one right there is not spinning. That is open diffs, guys. Should we lock the diffs? We're gonna lock them. This is a real live diff test. Check this out. We've just locked the diffs. Diffs locked. Let's see what we got. No slippage. Look at those wheels. They're spinning no matter what. I'm on the edge. Oh, this is a pretty insane track right here. I don't think anyone's crawled like this before. I'm trying. I'll tell you this, the truck has tons of power. Power is not the problem. Easily climbs this hill. The problem is, it's slippery. So as I'm going up, basically just twists a little bit there. I can't actually get over that hill. Well, we got plenty of pushing power from the motor. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to abandon this idea. Got a crawler coming. Look at that, axe articulation. It's crazy. No problem, portal axles. They take care of business. Look at the angle I'm on. It's like a 45-degree angle. No flipping. We made it, guys. We made it. Cross RC. Get one. We made it, guys. We made it. Cross RC. Get one. If you smell what the Nitro gang is cooking.
Your girl so fine, but her breath is like, ooh. She say she wanna dance, but she don't know how to move.
Nitro World Order.
Nitro World Order.